Welcome to Too Fond of Books. My name is Janelle and this is Murder Mystery Monday. My Murder Mystery Monday series are videos that I put out on Monday where I recommend one mystery to you. Now, I've always done books that are in my own collection, books obviously that I've read so that I could recommend them to you. And quite often they are backlist books because I think these are books that maybe don't get enough attention or as much attention as they should. So for today's Murder Mystery Monday recommendation, I have Murder on Astor Place by Victoria Thompson. This is a historical mystery set in New York City in the late 1800s, potentially very early 1900s. I can't remember exactly. It's the first in what is called the Gaslight series, and this book came out in 1999. There are now 24 books in the series, so it's quite a long-running series, and there's supposed to be another one coming out in 2022. So, the Gaslight series, or specifically Murder on Astor Place, we meet Sarah Brandt, who is a widow. She was from an upper-class family, and she married a doctor, and the doctor died. But she kind of used some of the skills that she learned being married to a doctor, and she has become a midwife. So rather than go back to her family home and kind of do what's expected of her, she decided to retain her independence and become a midwife. And so I love the character of Sarah. She's a great character. I really like her. I love the setting of New York City in this time period. So you still have like the horses and carriages. You've got gaslight on the streets. And it's just such a rich, evocative time period to set a mystery series. As a midwife in the turn-of-the-century tenements of New York City, Sarah Brandt has seen birth and death, suffering and joy. Now she's about to take part in something more unusual in the crime-ridden streets of the teeming city, a search for justice. Another character that we meet in this book is Police Sergeant Frank Malloy. And I also really like Frank. He is also a widow. He has a young son who is deaf, and I believe his mother-in-law lives with them. If not in this first book in the series, then at some point she helps to take care of his child. So he's another great character that I really enjoy. So, Murder on Astor Place. After a routine delivery, Sarah visits her patient in a rooming house and discovers that another boarder, a young girl, has been killed. At the request of Sergeant Frank Malloy, she searches the girl's room. She discovers that the victim is from one of the most prominent families in New York and the sister of an old friend. The powerful family, fearful of scandal, refuses to permit an investigation. But with Malloy's help, Sarah begins a dangerous quest to bring the killer to justice before death claims another victim. I always like to read the first sentence as well. I think that's fun. Here we go. At first, Sarah thought the tinkling of the bell was part of her dream. Okay, so for today's Murder Mystery Monday, I want to recommend Murder on Astor Place by Victoria Thompson. Have you read this series? I would love to chat with you in the comment section down below. Also, is this a time period that you enjoy? Do you like turn-of-the-century New York City as a setting and a time period? Let's chat about that as well. Because if that's not a favorite, I would love to hear what is one of your favorite time periods and settings for mysteries. Let's chat in the comment section down below, and I will see you for another video soon. Bye.